The other day after posting this picture of this backyard patio that we installed, somebody asked a really good question. Essentially, do we allow the base material underneath a landing and steps to rest against a house that has siding on it? And the answer is no. Let me explain. Let's say that this is our house. The space between this line and this line is going to represent the door. We're going to say that this line represents the height of our patio. Now, instead of building steps immediately as you come out of your back door, what we like to do is give people a nice, comfortable landing before they start doing that. Now, just like underneath our paver patio, underneath our landing and steps is granular foundation limestone. That is going to be represented by all these white dots. Now, at this point, you should be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, all of the weight of this stone is resting up against the house right there. You're right to think that. And so we don't. What you won't and what you shouldn't see to the naked eye is the fact that we built on the back side of this a fake wall. What this wall does is makes this whole thing its own self-sustained unit. At no point does it ever put an ounce of weight on that part of the house. Okay, now weight is not the only thing to be concerned about here if we didn't have this wall. Water and moisture. Where does that go? For the most part, our patios are relatively sealed off from the elements, but they're outside. And so from time to time, there's going to be moisture on the inside of these things. We use open grade stone inside of here to make sure that it drains freely down into the subsoil. If this wall isn't here, this moisture is for sure making contact directly with that part of the house. Now, let's say that from here to here was concrete on the house. It was exposed concrete. More than likely, you're okay. But I have seen some cases where contractors did not use this wall. This stone made direct contact with that wall. And what do you think happened? The wood inside this wall was compromised by moisture. Quite frankly, I could stick my freaking hand through the house. The moisture that got through from patio base and into the house structure rotted out the wood. So not only is it imperative to keep this wall right up here to separate the stone from the house, it is actually also just as crucial to keep a little sliver of space between that wall and the house. This allows for a little bit of airflow and stops any kind of moisture from making direct contact with the house.